In this video we'll be demonstrating the OneTouch power application by 3D Solutions. The OneTouch application is very similar to the FMTK, except it can be used on any component, not just the made components. However, it is made for one block at a time changes rather than group changes. So we're going to go ahead and launch it from the toolbar here. That will bring up a blank form here. This is made so you can leave it running on a second monitor if you want to, as you're doing your designing. All we have to do with this is we select a part that we want to edit, and rather than going here, for example, in this date and expanding the tree out and finding a parameter and changing it, with the OneTouch tool we can select that same part and just do our changes here without having to go into the tree. So we can select and bring up the parameters like this. If we want to make any changes, if it's a table-driven parameter, we just select on a table. That will bring up the form here. We can select from the available cylinders, apply those changes. You'll see they'll change instantly there. If we want to add travel, we can put travel on there. If we want to do a little bit more, whatever your travel is, it will adjust it immediately. This is very nice when you're editing the purchase components as opposed to having to dig in the tree for that. I'll show you a couple more here. So if we wanted to select on another part, like this wear plate, same concept. It has all the available parameters in there that you can edit that you'd find in the tree. And if we go in here and we select out of the table and we want to choose a different configuration of a wear plate, just select on that and apply it, and you can see that changes instantly on the screen to the wear plate you want. You also should know that you can use this on the made blocks too, so you're not limited to just the FMTK. We can actually select on a raw stock steel and see all those same parameters you'd see in the tree. For example, if we wanted to add screws and dowels in this, we can just select that. You can see it changes it right on the screen here. Adjust the size, and maybe you want to just have only screws in that block. You can go back and pick that. So very easy to make your edits and modifications without having to dig down through the tree on the side there. A lot less clicks involved. So last one I want to show you is the date and punch. The reason I want to show you this is we have this refresh parameters button up here. Some of the actions that take place when we make modifications to components will make new parameters visible. An example of that would be with a ball lock punch here. We have a round punch currently, but if we switch to an oval punch, we won't. You'll see we don't have the W dimension here. So if we switch to an oval punch to the O, we come down here and we still don't have our W dimension, but we may want to edit that. So we just hit refresh parameters if you're not seeing a parameter that you should have there, and now you can see it's there. So now we can go in and make adjustments to that. And I'll zoom up a little bit here so you can see that as we make those adjustments, they adjust on the screen at the same time. So very quick, easy way to edit things. On occasion you do run into it where you need to refresh the parameters, but that should only be on a few components. If you have any problems with it, you can always just close out and fire up new again. So that's all there is for the OneTouch tool.